Hi, my name is Lumban.
And I'm Sasha AbLatif, and this is our ARCDES3 midterm video presentation. So let me first start off with telling you guys that what we were asked to do. So we were asked to build a structure mainly targeted for differently abled children from ages 4 to 12 years old. So we were given the liberty to find a space or a vacant or any lot that's that would be suitable or have potential for your project site in UP Diliman. And the challenge for this was to create an establishment that would require only 8 container vans, and yeah.
So here are our objectives. First, create a community that would involve both the abled and differently abled children. Second, raise awareness. Third, provide more opportunities for local businesses, economic boom.
So those are our 3 objectives. In order for us to achieve those, we have to initiate something. For instance, we could develop an area that would accommodate and provide every child's needs. Children and people could have first-hand experience dealing with the differently abled, and we could also generate cafes, restaurants, consignment areas, and etc. Like those could eventually lead to, like what Ella just said earlier on, an economic boom. Okay, so in order for us to make it happen, we should also consider or take into consideration the needs of the differently abled and incorporate them into creating a leisurely and fun environment for everyone. But we can't just only do that. We also need the support. So what can we do? We could learn about the needs of the differently abled, personally consult someone who is knowledgeable about their needs, and find out about the children's interests as well. And another way for this is we could make the place a catalyst of a positive atmosphere that promotes fun and interaction, which follows by integrating fun and adventurous activities like playgrounds, playful signs, trails, or forums. And last but not the least, local vendors or businesses can take advantage of the location by producing and designating areas to be used by them. Moving on, we now have our thesis, anti-thesis, and synthesis. So for our thesis, we came up with a lifestyle center designed for both the able and differently abled alike. Can be used as a tool to raise awareness, an attraction for the interaction, and provide opportunities for local businesses. And what could possibly contradict that? Well, the possibility of mutual disinterest could jeopardize the popularity of the attraction, negate awareness, and could reduce business opportunities. So in order for us to come up with a compromise, we could still promote the interaction through different means and hope that it changes the general thinking of people.
The site is located in UP Diliman, the southern west part of the area. It's between the roads de los Reyes and de los Santos and along Lacandula. It has a total of 2,436 square meters, which is 42 meters by 58.14 meters. For our site analysis, we included the zoning and vegetation map. As you can see, the areas highlighted in green are the greenery, those in red are the commercial building, and the yellow portion are the residential. And lastly, the blue ones are the educational building. You can also see the wind symbol here and there. The wind coming here is called southwest, while the other one is northeast monsoon. While the sun, it changes position every day, just like in our example on February 27. The sun rises at the southeast and sun sets at the southwest. Then on March 27, the sun rises at the northeast and sun sets at northwest. In UP Diliman, there are 4 existing routes. Inside the campus, these are Ikot Route, Toki Route, Katipunan Route, and Filcoa Route. The site that we've chosen has allowed us to gain access to the present Toki Route, which makes getting to the area easier and accessible in terms of public transport. So next is the flood map. So within the parameter of the circle, is UP Diliman, where our site is located. As you can see, outside the area has a higher risk of flood, reaching above 1.5 meters, whereas inside, only certain parts of it gets flooded with the height of 0.5 to 1 meter. As you can see, above, our site is safe from flood, which makes it beneficial for us.
So what we have here is the fault line map for Quezon area. So for a closer look within our premises or our area here. So as you can see, the fault line map, the fault line is a bit further from CP Garcia Street, which only means that our site, our located site is way further down. Over here, we have a closer visual as to where our site is located, with photos to help you viewers understand the site's orientation. So after the brainstorming we've had, we finally decided what we wanted to construct. We wanted to make a second shopping center, which would require a consignment area. We also wanted to make a recreational center for the differently abled, which would, where eventually we would have an activity hall, trails, and etc. And lastly, a place where people can hang out or tambayan, where we've decided to reach out by having a mini library. And first, we also would have a first aid clinic in case like anything would happen, since like we are around kids at a young age, and since we have all those in line, we would eventually need an office, or also known as an administration. Before anything else, we would like to expand as to why we chose this area for our project site. You see, there is already an existing shopping center that is asymmetrical to us, which is located on Laurel Street. Since the existing shopping center is on the opposite side, it makes it quite unreachable for the people on the other end. And aside from the existing Toki route that we have access to, like we said in one of our objectives, was in hopes for not only a business hub, but for social communication as well. So now, with the given data, we were able to conceptualize a layout for our plan and other deeper derivations for it. But it wasn't just the layout that we had discovered from this palm abstraction. What we wanted for our structure was to become a place where the differently abled and abled would feel welcome. You know, like, and they would feel belonged, and like where friendships could start.
Our structure was based on our concept PALM. So PALM has three major lines. The first one is the head, the second one is the heart, and the third one is the lifeline. So lifeline means relationship, health, physical, and emotional. We wanted to give something that is beneficial for the kids, something that would use their minds and bodies. So we put playground and garden, second floor, so they would be able to exercise, communicate, and have good relationship with the other people. What is the meaning of headline? So headline means mental, psychological, and intellectual. So we put this structure not just to bring happiness, but we also wanted to give them lessons that even though they're sitting on a wheelchair, doesn't mean they're useless. And with that, we thought this can also help them get through depression. And the last one is heart. Heart means, of course, love. So we wanted to make them feel that they're appreciated and loved. So everything that you see in our structure is all about communication. So library, the garden, the food stall, and the multipurpose hall.